So music is very important for us. Indeed, there are studies that relate the ability to sing and our mental health. And here in Psalm 100, as we delight, as we have jubilate, as we take joy in the Lord, verse 3 gives us some reasons, if we need reasons, and in fact we do need reminding so often. Verse 3, know that the Lord is God. It is He who made us. We are His. We are His people, the sheep of His pasture. And you might like to put your name in there. If you don't like scribbling in your Bible, print it out. Get somebody to help you. Put your name in there. Know that the Lord is God. That's our calling. God has made Himself known. And you know Him. You've come to know Him. You've come to know Him personally. You've come to know Him as you experience Him in His church. Both are necessary. For as we often note, you cannot be a Christian in isolation. Know, experience, understand the Lord is God. End of. Wow. Be at peace. Then we read this. It's He who made us. And we go down all sorts of avenues here. But here's God the Creator who has fashioned you and He has fashioned me. And He has done so uniquely and definitively in His own image, which means you're not a snowflake or a blade of grass. You have been fashioned by the Creator into His image and likeness. Why? Because He chose to. Why? Because He wanted to. Why? Because He has. Does that not move you? Does that not move us to worship? It is He who made us. Yes, your parents had a hand, but they didn't bring about creation. They co-created with the Creator. We are His. The psalmist says, let's exult, let's be joyful because of whose we are. Again, not who am I, whose am I? I belong to God. All the other relationships that I have, fun, and many of them very vital and very important, stem out of this key relationship. I am His. And if I am His, and we could put it like this, if you is His, then we is His. We are His. Indeed, the psalmist goes on, doesn't he? We are His people. Here's another title. We worship because God has made us together to be His people. And then David, of course, loves this kind of imagery because he experienced it both as the one who tended sheep and the one who knew he was being tended by God. We are His people, the sheep of His pasture. Oh yeah, He's feeding us. He's shepherding us. He's King. So in the first half of this little psalm, we are given all of these reasons to worship. We worship the one who is God, and you are made for nothing less. Rejoice and be glad.